hospitality partner,
Hello again, you're with Lunch Break here on Bloomberg UTV. Like we mentioned, we'll get you the latest on the earnings front. Sterlite Tech has come out with their results and the management now joins us. Dr. Anand Agarwal, the CEO and Director of Sterlite Technologies, joins us on the phone line. Dr. Agarwal, good afternoon to you and thanks for joining us here on Bloomberg UTV. Congratulations on your results. Net profit up 65%. What do you attribute it to?
Essentially, Vikram, the mix of our businesses have been changing pretty rapidly and bulk of the businesses are moving towards the optical fiber business, which is high profit business compared to the copper business which we traditionally had. Plus, at the same time, we are having good growth in volumes across all the categories. So it's a combination of good growth in volumes and the right mix.
Right. The right mix is what is being attributed to the kind of results that Sterlite Technologies is seeing these kind of results for their quarter, the fourth quarter profit up 65%. Ashutosh Bhardwaj joins us right now from our research team. Ashutosh, go ahead. The management is here with us. Dr. Agarwal, CEO of Sterlite Technologies.
Mr. Agarwal, I just want to check on the revenue side. Can you give us a breakup how this two segment, particularly you talked about the power and the telecom, how both of the vertical have fared in terms of revenue growth? Though the profitability has inched up quite significantly, but same thing has not percolated in the revenue growth. What's the reason for that?
Yeah, Ashutosh, as I said, on the power side, the revenue growth has been 4%, which has essentially to do with metal prices. The metal prices this year have been softer than last year, but metals for us is just a pass-through. And on the telecom side, the revenue growth has been 11%, which is a function of copper business changing to optical fiber. Both these factors, the fact that the copper business is changing to optical fiber, is actually leading to the margin growth that we see in the bottom line. So while revenue overall on the company has changed by 6%, EBITDA has changed by almost 68%.
So how's the EBITDA margin, you say the operating profit margin really fared, and do you think that there's a stability in the operating profit margin here on once you are coming up in a significant expansion plan both in the optical fiber as well as in the power transmission also?
Yeah, absolutely. The EBITDAs have increased from almost about 10.5% last year to close to 16% this year. We believe there would be a degree of sustainability of this kind of margins, fundamentally because of the visibility we have. We have a strong order book and the fact that bulk of the growth is going to come from the high margin business, which is optical fiber.
So could you share us what exactly is your order book position as of the end of the March quarter, and what exactly is the sales mix in terms of the power as well as in telecom business?
The order book end of March is about 2,400 crores, which is about 1,800 crores of power and 600 crores of telecom. And our sales mix typically is 60% power, 40% telecom.
So in power section, I believe that one of the biggest client is for you is a power grid. Now they are coming up with a major expansion plan. How you are tackling that particular part in terms of how you are going to ramp up along with the capex plan with the power grid? Have you received new orders, or how this relationship you have with your power grid?
Absolutely. We are the biggest vendor to Power Grid Corporation. We have close to 38% market share of power grids buying. So from that perspective, any increase in capex that Power Grid plans directly affects us. And over the years, we have continued to increase our capacities to match Power Grid requirements. Our capacity, which 3 years ago was about 60,000 tons, has increased to 160,000 metric tons, and we are increasing it in the current year to 200,000 metric tons. So we have increased capacity threefold. And we believe we are more than equipped to match any requirements that Power Grid has over the next 3 years.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot for giving your time. That was a Sterlite Technology management who's giving you a perspective how that's two of the important vertical. One is the power transmission and second is a telecom project. Because if you look at the companies right now changing their business mix, which was earlier concentrated to the telecom products, are coming out more to the power segment. But they are very much confident about their, you can say, the ramp up in particularly for their power transmission, because that's what they talked about. 60,000 metric ton was the total capacity. Now they're going to ramp up to almost 2 lakh by FY12. So that is quite interesting part. And they are saying that the operating profit margin have improved on year-to-year basis quite significantly, which was 10.5 to almost like 16%, and they're saying it will be stabilized at these levels. That's quite important for the company.
Absolutely. Ashutosh, thanks very much for joining us for the latest on Sterlite Technologies. You also mentioned optical fiber as the reason why we are seeing the kind of spurt in profits. Right now, we take a very quick break on this edition of Lunch Break. On the flip side, we'll talk about steel producers. The major steel producers are meeting the Union Minister of Steel, Veerbhadra Singh. Later today, we'll tell you what's on the agenda. On the flip side, stay with us.